didn't even know I had something. Just checking the poles. Been here for about an hour now. Fishing with 3-way slip sinker rigs. Yeah, decent keeper walleye, sweet. I was wondering why it went slack. Sometimes that happens. They won't tug at all, they'll just sit there. 3-way slip sinker rigs on all 3 poles. I'm switching them out for a mixture of baby suckers, nightcrawlers, and minnows. It's just a small walleye. Might be keeper size, might not. A 14.5, 15 incher. Trying to not hork them here so I don't rip the jig out of them. That's the biggest problem with foul hooked fish. Is eventually, if they're a heavy fish, you'll rip the jig right out of there wherever it's stuck. It doesn't look that big. Weird. Huh. It's not a big one. I guess I was fooled. Weird. It's hooked on the top fin. You get in here. You get in here. No more runs. No more runs. The one thing about it though is if you hook them in the fin, when you foul hook them in the fin, it usually stays stuck for some reason over any other part of the body besides the lips. The fin's a good place to foul hook him. Yeah, he's just a small one. I was fooled here. You felt way heavier than that, man. You felt like a 3-footer at least. Oh, whatever. Small winter carp. Probably like, I don't know, 29 inches maybe, right around there. Oh yeah, that's a fish. Awesome. Bait fishing down here now. It's a good sized fish. Wow. He really wasn't showing how heavy he was. Bait fishing with suckers on 3-way slip sinker rigs. This guy was deceivingly like light in his taps. That's super awesome. He's a pretty heavy one. I'm free lining a sucker here on with a steel leader for muskies and pike, a bigger sucker, and this one's a slightly smaller sucker. Oh, it's a beautiful walleye. Oh heck yeah. That's what I was looking for. Big old walleye. I was up at the spillway earlier and now I'm down at the river. Same morning though. Oh, that is a gorgeous walleye. Really nice girl. Not that big, but really nice quality walleye. You know, 24, 25, I'm guessing. Right around there. Beauty. You gotta wait him out. You gotta be patient. You don't want to get overzealous and rip it right out of in front of his face before he actually has that whole thing in his mouth. He's still pecking at it, just barely. I'm going for it next time he hits it. Yep, there he is. Crazy. He hit that so fast. Let's hope for a jumbo perch and not a sucker. You know, you can tell whenever, I think it's a walleye. Awesome. That is so strange. No, it's not. It's a fallfish. That's pretty neat. You can tell whenever I don't sleep before I go fishing that my commentary goes out the window and my size guessing goes out the window too. Those first 2 walleyes were 16 and 23. So I was an inch off on both, underguessing and overguessing. Funny. There he is. Got him. Another smaller fish. Another fallfish? Yep, another small fallfish. A little smaller this time. This guy's almost the size of the suckers I'm using, a little bigger. Musky bait. went to check the pole and have something on here. Not sure what it is. Wasn't tugging at all. It was just on when I lifted it up. It's a sucker. Cool. Huh. They do that sometimes. They'll sit there on a nightcrawler. Walleyes will do that too. Suckers and walleyes will just sit there once in a while. And walleyes have been doing that a lot today, so I'm not surprised. Fish are in a really shy mood. Not super shy, but pretty shy. Yeah. I think I guessed right. I'm pretty sure he's hooked on the back end. So I keep seeing him swim away from me there without being able to turn him. Just dragging him back in backwards. Yep. See how he's just coming in there? This is when they're going to pop if at any time, you know, during a long fight. The angle of the line changes as you get them close in. Like this. And that puts pressure in a different area on the tissue you hooked them if you foul hooked them. Oh, I'm so cold. I didn't fall in the water. I like slipped in walking over this island, and like some of it got on my waders. I'm so cold now. A little bit underdressed. And got water in my waders. I've been here for hours. And it's like, it's below freezing. It's a good sized carp. Boy, did I call that or what? I'm pretty sure I hooked him right on the tail. That was a good guess. Finally made a good guess today. Yep, right on the tail. Get rid of those gloves there. He's bigger than the last one at least. Not a big one, but bigger than the last one. I think. No. Come on. He's scared. No, I had you. Get back here. Jeez. It's over. Yeah, whenever you get them in the fin, there's like, it sticks a lot better. When you get them in the scales, they almost always pop before you get them in. It's over, buddy. Get over here. So get right over here so I can beat you. Try to. A little bear sized, but I'd still call it a small one. Average at best. At best, I'd say. You know, low 30s. Inch class, I mean. Not weight, of course, but inch class. Maybe mid 30s. Yeah, it might be 34, 35. I'd guess 33 to 35. We'll get a measure on him quick and let him go. Oh wow. I snagged this line with my jig by accident and felt something tugging on it, so I ran over to it and picked it up. It's actually a pretty heavy fish. I don't know what the heck I got here. On the nightcrawler, I think. Yeah, this one's a nightcrawler rig. I don't know what I got on a nightcrawler that's taking drag aside from a carp. This is a sucker. It's a big one. I've been hunting for a big sucker all winter to break the state record. So this excites me. I don't know what I got here. I'm hoping. It could be all sorts of stuff. But pretty big something or another. Come on, baby. Oh, no, don't turn on me. Oh yeah, it's a nice sucker. Awesome. That's what I'm looking for. I've gotten close to breaking the sucker record a bunch of times. 90% of the record quite a few times. This time of year, because they have eggs this time of year. That's a hefty one. Don't think it's a record though. Yeah, that's just it's above average. It's a nice sucker. It's a beauty. They do take drag when they, when they get 20 plus inches. They pull pretty hard. You can see she has a bit of a belly. The ones I used to get that were really big, the 4 or 5 pounders or whatever. A lot of them were close to 5 pounds. They had a huge gut on them, and they were longer than this. 4.4, 4.5. It's a good one. A little over 22 inches, like 22 1/4. It's a good solid sucker. Get a lot like this. Can't quite break 5 pounds though. Got a lot up to like 4 3/4. That's a really nice one though. Great white sucker. Something smushed my sucker head into a paste. Terrible creature down there. This guy hit it pretty aggressive. Might be another fallfish. They're usually not very dainty with their bites. I have a feeling. Yeah, it looks like it's a fallfish. Usually really aggressive. A little bit heavier one. A lot of rough fish today. Weird variety. I mean, I get all 3 of these species, a lot of suckers, carp, and fallfish, but not usually in the same day. All the ones I'm getting on the top fin feel heavier, just because I don't know, the way I'm pulling them in, I guess. Feel heavier than a tail fin, you know. That's why I stay hooked though. Every one I get in the fin stays hooked pretty much. Every one I get in the scales doesn't stay hooked for the most part. Almost everyone. This looks like a little guy. Like a truly little guy. Less than 30. I don't know why, but whenever they get hooked in the top fin, there really doubles their rod over for no good reason, because it's just a small one. Strange. Yeah, it's a baby carp. Ease them up here. Oh. 24, 25 incher, maybe 26, small guy. Yep, that's another one. Feels squiggly like a fallfish. Could be a sucker too, probably a fallfish. Feels like a fallfish. Yeah, I guessed it. Another fallfish, man. This place is loaded with fallfish. There should be a giant muskie in here eating my sucker egg right now, because he's eating this. There must be a muskie in here eating this fallfish. Must be. I'd be shocked if there wasn't. That was a bite. I felt him hit it. It was soft though. Oh, it's a big old walleye. Oh baby, that's what I was waiting for. It's like he's either, oh, he's big. Way bigger than that 23. Oh my gosh, man. Few fish, big fish. That's what it's been all fall. That is a pig. Holy cow, I'm glad I stayed and let my foot fall off. Oh, that is a beauty. Oh my gosh. On Don's bunny bucktail jig. Thank you, Don. Fat upper 20s. At least 28, I'd say. But real fat. That is a big girl. Silver brown bunny bucktail jig. Bucktail jig with a bunny strip. I'm gonna get a measurement on her. And then I knew there was another one in here. Did I call that or what? Beautiful walleye. 27.5 inches. Pretty fat. Well over master angler length. A great looking fish. What a beauty. Third longest one I've gotten this fall. Very, very unexpected. I was jigging that spot for 3 hours straight probably. Snagging a lot of carp. Not sure if I'm going to make this one its own video, because I was just filming a bait fishing episode. But You'll know if I do. Definitely gonna let her go though. Already got a couple here, 23 incher and a 16 incher I was getting during the bait fishing episode on sucker rigs, but you know the difference, the reason I let her go is there's a big difference between that fish, and that fish. That's a common fish, that's an uncommon fish, and that's a rare fish, a trophy resource, soon to be trophy fish. She'll be 30 not too long from now. She's a fat fish, she's over 7 pounds. I got her on this jig here, Don's rabbit strip zonker jig with extra action. It's all muddy now, but striped zonker, gray and brown with the silver head. Been killing them on this color. Just darker in general, but also with the silver head this fall. Once I started jigging a little slower, she hit right away. Another nice sucker. Awesome. The last sucker was pretty big. It was probably at least 3/4 of the record. Now the record here is just like 5.3 or something like that, and that one was 4.4. So it might have even been 80%. You know, it's probably the second biggest sucker I got this year. Anyway, beautiful walleye. I released her. Just a great fish. I got her on a bare bucktail jig though, a bunny buck. So I'm thinking about making it just a separate lure fishing video. At any rate, it'll be a lure fishing video right after this bait one if I do make it separate. Yeah. My hands and my feet are getting numb, so I'm going to leave right now, I think. By getting numb, I mean like they've been numb for like at least half an hour. This finger I can't feel, and my foot I can't feel in these waders. I knew that was going to happen. Been snagging these guys all day. Somehow, magically, the jig lands on them every time because there's so many of them in there. Freaking carp stacked up like crazy in the shallows. And I was just packing up to leave, but I couldn't help taking another cast. Oh, no. Yeah, he's... It's like, it's so strange. It's like a super magnet or something. It just attaches to the carp. And then instantly, it's stuck. Just by falling on it almost, seems like. I don't understand how they keep getting snagged like this. Coming towards me. Still coming towards me. Quarter in the way. Ugh. Oh yeah, he didn't like that. This is fun every time. Still just fishing a bunny bucktail jig. Not that it matters, this guy's probably foul hooked. I did fair hook a carp the other day here in the middle of winter. I mean, I've done that before with jigs, but not in the winter. So yeah, the other day when I did it was the first time I did it in the winter. I don't know if he actually tried to eat it or not, but I fair hooked him in the lips, on the inside of the lips somehow. So maybe I just foul hooked him in the lips, so it looked like it was fair hooked. I don't really know, but I don't think I ever will. But I did catch one on a minnow last winter in the mouth. I think there's less of a chance of that being foul hooked, although it's probably still possible. They just like ran square into the hook with his mouth somehow. Here he comes. Now he's coming. Shoot. Missed my rhythm there. I had him. He took his chance and ran for it again. This is so much fun. These carp. Must have got this guy in the fin. I don't know. Part of the reason I think I'm going to make the walleye a separate lure fishing video is I don't want it cluttered up with all these carp and stuff. You know, I just want it to be like a nice, clean, separate video, I guess. I normally include like all the fish, start to finish, but this year I started separating them from lure, like separating them into lure and bait. Before I used to do like bait, I used to like shove some lure in the bait fishing videos, you know, like way back in the day. But this is the way I've been doing it this year. I don't know. There's a lot of judgment calls you gotta make. Just wing it. Just do whatever my gut feels like, I guess. But I try and include all the fish from start to finish so you get an authentic feel for the fishing, you know. So it's not cherry picked like most professional videos. Not that mine's professional, but like when you watch them on TV, they're cherry picked fish out of the day usually. So it feels like I don't know. It feels unreal. It's realistic, but it doesn't feel like, I don't know, like real fishing. When you just pick out the best catches and shove them all together as if you caught them all at once. So that's why I made it that way in the first place. I'm just kind of rambling here. I have time to burn, I guess. This guy's still hooked. I guess I'm glad. It's getting really cold though. I'm starting to shiver. It's a bad thing. I don't want to get sick. Getting sick sucks. Fighting a carp. Trying to turn them here, really putting some turned them. Got you. Come on, baby. Trying to force them in pretty much on 6-pound test. I wouldn't say it's like, oh yeah, he's not liking it. I got him on some weird fin. He's doing probably the back fin. He's doing the thing where like it's really hard to drag him in when you get him on the back fin. Harder than the tail fin. That's what I'm noticing lately. Oh man, carp everywhere, man. This pool is loaded with carp. Can't believe I jigged for 3 hours, fought through all those carp, and then finally got a big walleye. That was unreal. The odds of that happening are, I don't know. I've tried for years, and then suddenly they're all just coming at once this month. So many. It's just strange and very low odds anyway, and I don't know what to say really. Confusing and amazing all at once. Get in here already. I'm so tired. I don't even know what to think about it. It happened though. It happened again. It's happening like every time I go out. I'm getting a big walleye. It's amazing. I worked my butt off all October. Didn't get one that was over like 24 1/4. You know, some quality ones, but nothing big. And then come November, boom, 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 boom. Like every single time I go out, I'm getting a big one. I'm not getting the numbers at all though. At 180'd. Numbers no size to size no numbers. It's getting close here. Nope, now he's going back out. Yeah, if I shove all these carp in the big walleye video, no one's gonna watch it. Everyone's just gonna leave because there's so much fish fighting in the middle of it. It's gonna be such a long video. No, these guys are starting to make me tired. baby, don't pop the hook. Just come on in gently. Putting a little too much pressure on her. There's a good chance she might pop the hook here. I didn't get her in the back fin, I got her in the eyeball, or like the skull or something. Pretty close, it was a close guess. You can just like feel from the way they're coming in where you hook them. You feel like when they're all on their side, they put up so much resistance. Yeah, I don't think I got her in the eye. I got her in like the top of the head. Strange place to hook her. Usually they pop if you don't get them in the fin or the mouth, because the scale will pop out. You know, you'll scale the fish basically. There's so much pressure you can't really drag them in by the scale. I've done it very few times. This might be in like the bone of her head though, that might be why. Strange. I got one little one so far today, and carp, that 29-ish incher. I didn't measure it, 29 I'm guessing, or 28, 29, something like that. And then that one that was like 34, 35, right around there. It was like 35. I don't know how you really measure a carp. You're supposed to measure a fish mouth closed, tail pinched, but carp have like weird mouths. I don't know how you're supposed to measure them. So it was like 35, like with the mouth stuck out a little bit, whatever that means. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I got right on the top of the head. Strange. She looks, I don't know, can't really tell. Doesn't look big. Looks a little bit lanky, but not very big. Yeah, it's an okay carp, I guess. Might be the biggest one of the day. Just slide her up here gently. And then get a measure on her and then release her. Surprised oh yeah, that's why. So you're in the gill plate. If you get her in the scales will pop. That's probably 35, 36 incher, something like that. 35. I'm guessing 35. Right around there.